Nigeria is moving towards what they call crude oil diplomacy, and the man leading that is Kachikwu. Of course, it was all this week in South Africa about the Africa Oil Week. Digesting that for us is Dolapo Oni, who is the head of energy research at Ecobank Nigeria, and is joining us via Skype. Good morning, Dolapo. It's good to have you.
Hi, Bozen. Great to have you. Great to be on here, too.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's on the phone. Oh, do we lose you there? Okay, thank you. All right, looking sweet and early. Okay, let's talk about this Kachikwu's shuttle diplomacy. This is not the first time he's going from the U.S. to talk to the folks in OPEC, in Vienna, Australia, and others. So he's the one known for diplomacy again. He once worked for one of the world's largest oil companies, so he's used to that. What's this new diplomacy handshake with the U.S. all about?
Okay, the idea is this. If you really want investments in Nigeria's oil and gas space, you probably have to talk to the U.S. And I'm not even saying here that maybe the government is going to put pressure on the companies, but more importantly, the companies that we're targeting, we're talking to ExxonMobil, we're talking to Chevron. These are all American companies. So you do want to try and also ensure you talk to their government and try and see how you can create a kind of relationship that ensures that, you know, if they invest, they have the support of their government to continue to invest in Nigeria. So I think that that's one of the fulcrum of this relationship. And then on the other side, they have technology that we don't have. A lot of the focus of this particular discussion with, between Kachikwu and Rick Perry, the secretary for the Department of Energy in America, is really about how to get some of that technology here so that we can improve our production.
Yes, so if it's all about technology, we need to buy them. How do we acquire them?
Well, I mean, the idea is, you know, I'm not sure the direct idea is just to buy the technology now. The idea is that we get the companies that will come from America to come and deploy this technology here for their own operations. For instance, we're trying to hold marginal field rounds. It would be ideal, it would be fantastic if we could get some of these companies that have invested in shale in America, who are interested in taking the exposure to Africa or to Nigeria to also come and deploy technology to improve well production, improve production here, so they could partner with local companies that bid for these fields, deploy technology that makes it cheaper to produce from these wells.
That's the point. That's the point. I'm going to cut in there. I'm going to cut in there. That's the point, to make it cheaper. And we're still having that hot conversation about the cost of producing a barrel of oil here in Nigeria, about $20 a barrel, $9 per barrel in Saudi Arabia in the desert.
Exactly, because that's really the focus right now. You don't have a lot of leeway to affect prices. The best you can do is to try and reduce your own cost. So Nigeria has been working hard to try and see how we can drop cost per barrel from an average of about 31 sometime last year to 28 so far. And I think NNPC recently said they're down to about an average of $23 per barrel for production in the country.
Dolapo, $23 per barrel is out of this planet. I don't know which other planet, Mars, Venus, whatever, we're getting that price. When you're looking at the market price, $52 a barrel, and you're doing almost $25, half 50% cost of production. Finally.
Well, yeah, the thing is, we're trying to see how we can improve. Don't forget, we have a lot of old facilities here. Those facilities require constant repair, constant replacement, and all that. So those add to the cost that you're constantly looking at. And the idea is to see how we can deploy smarter technology that bypasses some of this hardware that we use, smarter technology that reduces just the cost of operations generally. Maybe reduce manpower, reduce, you know, some of the tools required and so on. But yeah, it's something the country is working hard on.
I know. You're also finding it very difficult to explain it to me, as to our audience, trying to justify about $28 a barrel production when someone else is producing the same thing at $9 a barrel. See you some other time. Have a great day. Dolapo Oni, head of energy research at Ecobank Nigeria. When we come back, we'll go back to corruption on the main street. What is being done globally to this very specter that Nigeria's vice president has described as a crime against humanity.